Good afternoon, Capricorn. I haven't seen you in a bit. I was a little bit preoccupied at the beginning of the month getting some stuff done, but I'm here to give you a January reading. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and it is a general reading. If you want something more specific to you, my information's below as well as on my website, twinflames3344.com. But otherwise, let's get going. We're going to pull from the Universal Golden Tarot, all uprights, both uprights and reversals from the Rider-Waite mini clarifiers, and we're going to set the tone with the LENORMAND Reverie. And we have the dice as well. We're going to roll the die for you. And this is for January 2022 for Capricorn. Let's see what the Lenormand cards have to say as far as the general energies coming up for you. We'll pull oracles at the end as well. Happy birthday, Capricorn. It's my sister's birthday tomorrow. In case you were curious, I have Capricorn, Saturn, and Jupiter conjunct, as well as my moon. Capricorn, Capricorn. So what is the energy for Capricorn? Oh, beautiful. A gift. That's funny too. My sister's coming over tomorrow, so. Okay. Nice energy, Capricorn. To set the tune, we have the gifts of the Hermit. Somebody could be getting flowers, literally. We do it the underlying energy is about cracking the whip. This can be rod and staff or dealing with work issues. But again, alignment of truth and balance and cracking the whip perhaps with yourself and perhaps some things that need to get done. We have the Jack of Wands here too, which is like the Knight of Wands. Can be a Page of Wands as well. But it's anyway, just letting that fire under your butt to get cracking type of energy, because this is the underlying energy, but this is the energy that's coming out to you. So gifts, we have the 9 and the 1, which is the end and the beginning. The 91 for me is reflection of the sun, which is 19, which is the central sun energy. It's really beautiful, like, you know, you have the rider there. She's ready to grab the brass coin, you know, it's like that magic adventure. Going on a magic adventure to explore your gifts or perhaps to get presents. And again, go within, but it's also that it's both the ending and the beginning. So it's getting closure on certain things and then, you know, letting that fire under your butt to get going. So let's see what comes up for Capricorn here. Capricorn, January 2022. All right, this came up for the twins as well. We have Leo. We have the number 3, which is the Empress. It's also the month of March, which brings up Taurus and Pisces and Aries as well. It's also about coming together socially with siblings perhaps, and really anything that brings you joy. And then we have Venus here too, which is Taurus again with Libra. So Taurus, Libra, Leo, and then perhaps some Aries and Pisces there as well. Let's move these over here. So Leo's coming up very specifically as to, you know, shine your true authentic light of who you are, right? This life is all about you and your essence, your energy, and bringing that to the world. And the 3, of course, is come together, and Venus is all about love. So it's a beautiful, like, symbiosis here of gathering, of joy. And, you know, Leo's very childlike too, so it really brings out that beautiful, loving, childlike energy. It's really beautiful, Capricorn. Let's see what's going on with you guys. All right, so from the Universal Golden Tarot, for Capricorn, January 2022. January 2022 for Capricorn. Capricorn. Capricorn, one more. Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn, January 2022, Capricorn. There we go. All right, first card out for you guys. We have the dreams coming true. This is about having lots of options, perhaps taking a gamble to see which one is the one that's right for you, or finding the one. But this energy, definitely, he looks like he's about to take a little bit of a gamble because he's not sure which one to pick. But this is about seeing synchronicities, heaven in your eyes, and having lots of choices, which can at times be confusing. So it just depends on your circumstance. So the challenge for you is the Queen of Swords, and she's definitely speaking her truth. She's got her eyes closed, so she may be meditating, or she may be aggravated as well. It depends on which version of the expression you are. We have the very natural red carpet rolled out here, perhaps on some brick. And she's got pink and green, which is very much about being heart-centered as well. The foundation here is the King of Swords. So we have the King and Queen of Swords. The Queen is the challenge. So as Capricorn, maybe you can be the King of Swords Capricorn, or maybe you have Capricorn in your chart. And there's air signs, but there is the King and Queen. And the Queen is the challenge. And the recent past is the Two of Pentacles. And this is the jester, you know, entertaining the crowds to distract them from their worries and their thoughts, you know, trying to give them joy. This is also, you know, juggling the daily routine, juggling in general, performing, clowning around. And by the way, this King of Swords, you know, he's got like 12 channels on board here with there, or a speaker between his legs. Speaker of the house, maybe speaking from the wrong head over here. But this can be very militant. This could be police energy. This could be a stereo system as well. And again, you notice there's like leaves tracked in, as well as, you know, these look like ski boots. So they could be military, or somebody could be going skiing as well. Oh, that's true too. My sister was supposed to go skiing yesterday, so that could be coming up. And then we have crowning the read is the moon, which can be Cancer energy. And that also has to do with partial illumination, right? So when the moon comes out, there's light, but it's not full light. So you might not have all the facts. In this card, you have the dogs. The dogs look kind of confused as to what's going on. And we are coming up to the full moon here. The lobster, or whatever this kind of creature is up in arms here with the dogs. This could also be like, who let the dogs out again? Maybe the kids giving you grief. And again, just the rising energies of the full moon, and the dogs out howling at the moon, but perhaps confused on what they're actually supposed to do. Do they even know they're supposed to howl at the moon? One is asking the lobster, and the other is looking at the moon but not sure what to make of it. And they're on two sides of the sidewalk, and that lobster, or whatever it is for you, is right on the center of the path. What's coming up for you is the Page of Swords. So this could also be a child for sure, since we have the King and Queen of Swords here. These could be all siblings as well, showing the age order. But this could be stepping up to the plate. This can be playing ball, taking a swing at something, but getting the message out there. You see yourself as the Ace of Pentacles, which is, for me, this is in the traditional sense of the Rider-Waite deck, this is about an offer of a life of perfect contentment. This is about time, money, and effort. It doesn't have to be about money. It's about something in a practical sense, but it's a big offer. And so this is you. Are you receiving an offer from the King of Swords? Or are you offering this to somebody else? And what's around you, or how others might see you, is the Wheel of Fortune, which is beautiful, but they might see you as schooling the golden goose. All right, you see the kids studying down here. Somebody else is also looking at books or reading. But this is, of course, the one in class that can't sit still and wants to talk. Or somebody could be saying, you know, you're flapping your yak, or, you know, telling them to keep them in check. Get back in your place. It's not time yet. Or needing to follow the flow here. So let's see how that comes up. I mean, somebody could get in trouble at school, you know, getting schooled at school, or this could be a parent schooling their children to hit the books. But this also could be an offer of destiny. But if you want this beautiful gift that you're going to get, you have to do what you're supposed to do. You have to take the dogs out. You have to, you know, catch up with your homework. So let's see how that goes. This is also for me Libra energy. So we have Cancer over here in Libra. And then the block for you is, again, Libra energy with the Justice. So this is a block for you. Justice, truth, and balance. It looks like a pumpkin energy for me, this card. It's a kind of an interesting Justice card. But it looks like they're stepping down to be more alternative. You see this Judge doesn't have any shoes on. And it could be a feminine person as well, or it could be a masculine who's grown their hair a little bit long, which normally a Judge wouldn't do, right? Somebody who's alternative, seeing things in a different way, perhaps stepping out of the pumpkin patch to find balance. I'm getting a corkscrew over here too. Or again, that could just represent time out as well. But this is a block for you. And that could be a Libra person who's a block for you as well. Because this could be a Libra person who's your challenge and your block, which has to do with justice here. But perhaps your challenge could be both of these. But this one's more of a challenge and this one's more of a block. What's coming at the end for you is the Ace of Swords. You have two aces here. The Truth, perhaps breaking through your crown or handing someone's crown, head on a platter. But the Truth is here. And that could be coming from Cancer energy as well. Or at night, maybe you're meditating at night and then waking up and receiving information. That could be as well. This can also be a close-up of this Page of Swords' sword to see what's the truth actually is, getting a closer look at it. Right? But somebody's feathers are on here. So, it literally can be taken multiple different ways, because it can be someone's crown being taken from them or someone offering them a knighthood. This could be opening of your crown, breaking through to the truth of your authenticity, of your authentic truth. And we're focused on the tip of this too, because you see how this sword is not seen in the picture, but getting a closer look at the point, the 0 point field. Because again, this could be out in the field playing ball as well. So what is connecting you to what's left hanging in limbo for you is that Scroogey energy of holding on. Somebody might be hoarding money or hiding money, or just, just angry at the world and holding on to their feelings, everything, just in a practical sense, not wanting to share their energy with anybody else and really staying to themselves. But this also could be this energy as well, where you're letting go of that energy. And again, it could just be someone saving, but that's in fear of that you won't have it tomorrow. So let's see what comes up with that as well. And then what's hanging in limbo at the end here is the Knight of Swords. You have all the swords here. The Knight of Swords rushing in with the Truth. And again, in this deck, this very much comes up as the slave driver, right? Because you have the barren fields over here with these two trees, alone and barren. And then the cotton fields over here where it's the land of plenty, right? The wrong side of the tracks. So this is the Truth coming in from the slave driver. And I'll pull a few cards for the end just in case I need them to go past that point. And past the point of no return, I'm getting, and 0 point. And the bottom of the deck here is the Ace of Cups. You have 3 aces, Capricorn, which reflect this new beginning up here. Let me put that up a little bit more so you can see those cards. The light a little bit so you can see the flowers better. All right, so definitely you have this big push for a new start. Let's see what else is going on behind. This is, new love, an offer of love, an offer of a practical new life, an offer of the whole truth. We have the Tower here and the Empress here and the Devil and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah. And there might have been some kind of ending here with the 10 of Swords here, bleeding out with the wounded warrior over here, right? Someone bleeding out, betrayal. This could be a painful or long surgery. This could be as well, somebody who had to recover. But the Page of Pentacles is about an opportunity. It's an invitation or a really good student here, which can be a Capricorn with the Devil here. And then we have the Empress here, which can be also just Taurus energy, along with some kind of sudden event, epiphany, or sexual exchange with the Tower, and an offer of love here. It looks like it's coming from the Empress. And somebody could consider that a devilish exchange based on their religious beliefs. And so this could literally be a Capricorn masculine who feels like a child after dealing with the wounded warrior over here, feeling young again or inspired as an opportunity, or maybe just feeling childlike, like maybe they're not ready for this kind of energy. But we have Capricorn, or the codependent energy of being tied down, right? The ball and chain, or codependent energies. And this could be a mother and child with codependent energies between them as well. But this also can reference a masculine energy who may not be prepared for the power of a strong woman, of the Empress here, which can be Capricorn and Taurus energies here, and there's Scorpio as well. Or it can be none of those energies, and it's just the energy of codependency and an Empress, which can be any sign, but with sudden love here, or sudden connection in love here. So that's your underlying energy, is the Ace of Cups and the Tower. Perhaps a sudden offer of love. And that could be affection from your family as well. But this could be the King of Swords offering love this way and offering time, money, and effort this way, right? This could be sending their condolences, but I can't make it because I have to go do this. And let's go ahead and start clarifying. So we have all of the swords. We have the Queen of Swords, King of Swords, Knight of Swords, and Page of Swords in the read. So this definitely could be a family. It could be all siblings, or maybe you just have a lot of friends who are air signs or are very intellectually based. Maybe you work in an intellectual field and these are the people that you work with. But the King of Swords is very militant in this deck, whether it is governmental or military or police work. But the Queen of Swords is very different energy here. She's all about speaking her truth. And this may be a message that she's sending to a judge or justice or Libra energy over here. Or perhaps note to self. Maybe that's a challenge, writing notes to yourself. Maybe you have to write notes to yourself because you're forgetting to do certain things. And again, here is again the magnification of that note to self, so you don't forget. And these cards are being very stiff, like a sword. They're not usually this stiff. All right, and I did pre-shuffle everything, so we're shuffled pretty good. So why does Capricorn have the Ace of Cups in the underlying energy? And that's the World that fell right out here. And this can be Pisces energy for me. This also can be the divine feminine marching to the beat of her own drum, right? Authentic and naked for the whole world to see. But she's protected naturally because of her high vibration in nature. And you see these others who there may be some jealousy around here, or people have things to say about her, but she doesn't care. This is about completion, about the world coming full circle, the neighborhood, the country perhaps. And this is, you know, sudden self-love as well, or perhaps sudden offering of love around the world, or around the neighborhood, or around the country. But then we have the Ace of Wands reversed, which is the world's frustrations or the lack of growth, which can relate to the world for sure. But this could be a sexual rejection, a creative rejection, some kind of creative block. Somebody who does something you can't understand, because this is a lack of arousal, a lack of finding the humor in something. Or perhaps this is the after-sex glow as well, which definitely can be coming up with the Tower and the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Wands there literally can mean that she's just no longer aroused because she just had sex. Or maybe she's just satisfied from a creative download that she just got as well. And then we have the Cancer energy here too, stepping up to the plate, which is the Page of Swords over here. So these are definitely coming up together. So we have Pisces, or divine feminine energy, and Cancer energy as well there. And that can be also that this Pisces energy isn't finding the humor in the Cancer energy, or not understanding why the Cancer energy messaged. That could be as well. And that world, again, can be the divine feminine. It doesn't have to be a Pisces energy, but for me it is Pisces. And we have Scorpio right under there as well. So we have all the water signs coming up in a major way. It's interesting because we have all the water signs there represented, and yet all the air signs in the read. So there may be this play between emotion and intellect. And then we have the Two of Pentacles in the recent past. And there's this Ace of Swords reversed. And now you have two swords reversed. But remember, these cards came up before your read. So this is about a split, some kind of division, right? Dividing something up, or a lie, one big lie, and the truth is needed here, clarity. Right? Because this may be someone who's putting up a facade in order so they don't see what's going on behind them in the neighborhood. And there we have the Knight of Wands rushing in to the rescue. Somebody wanting to come clean or get clean or clean up their actor space. Wanting to resolve the split here, or the division or the lack of clarity, wanting to fix that or get clarity for themselves. And it was interesting too, because in the Twin Flame read, I need a hero was just coming up in the underlying energy. And the Knight of Wands always comes in as the hero, always rushing in to save the day. But they don't need to save people. People need to save themselves. And of course, unless it's a vulnerable, like a child or someone who's you know, older and can't take care of themselves, or even someone in an emergency situation, obviously. And that can be coming up because one of the movies that came up last night was all about the police work and investigations. So that could be coming up as well. But again, here's that police work and investigations, but also can be military. And so why do we have the King of Swords there? And again, the Chariot is very military as well. So you may have had a message from someone in the military or from the police. And the King of Swords, or just someone who's very intellectually based. We have, here's that Seven of Cups, which is having a lot of options or choices or seeing synchronicities. Heaven in their eyes. He doesn't look happy. He looks, you know, kind of older and weathered there. That he's been through the war. He's been through the ringer. And then here we have wanting to recover, wanting to come back or be let back into the fold. Or perhaps seeing synchronicities that perhaps made him feel like he should reach out, which is this message over here. Or perhaps he's recovering with things that he loves to do, right? Having a lot of options. All of those things that you love to do, but perhaps this one that's highlighted here is an unknown, but maybe that's the one he'd like to do most. And then the central energy is that Seven of Cups. Why is the Seven of Cups in the middle of the read for Capricorn? This is feeling like you're out of options, or perhaps you have chosen a new path or been given an ultimatum, but unable to implement that new choice now. Or maybe wanting to revisit a choice you made. Maybe you're unsure about a choice you made and you want to go back and review it. And this is somebody standing up for themselves, but without getting triggered, right? This is the need to take the high ground and stand up for yourself, no matter what other people think, but without getting triggered. And it's weird, I don't usually get this for this, but because we have this one on top of these six, and this is one and these Seven Cups, it's like trading up, wanting to trade up, or again, it's like, oh, moving up to the east side was coming up for the other read too. Moving on up to the east side, wanting to, it's also that energy of wanting to trade up, like in relationship, by, it's like by upping the ante, by trying to get with someone who you deem as being more than you or having more than you. Standing up for oneself to the crowd, but perhaps wanting to align with something that's more in what you love to do as well. And maybe this is someone standing up to the King of Swords, that this is what I love, and these are the things that you love. They don't fit together. And this is that energy of dumping the Two of Wands as well. because maybe you're not a Wands type of person. You're more of a Cups type of person, or more emotionally based. And the Wands energy is more about passion and just go, go, go as well, as far as being physical. And then we have Justice here with Libra energy. And standing up for Justice or to Justice or Libra energy, which can be the challenge of the Queen of Swords. And that could be Libra energy. So again, we have Sagittarius energy, Cancer and Pisces energy over here, as well as all the sword energy, and Libra specifically here. The Queen of Swords is the challenge for you. Why? Page of Wands. So again, there's that wand energy coming up. And this can be someone very inspired. It could be a message to go out on a date. It can be a child who's just excited and looking, like wanting to learn. I don't usually see this, but I'm seeing him looking at the tip of this wand. And maybe they're seeing a growth, but they're excited about it. Somebody's seeing new hair growth or something. I don't want to say penis growth, unless they're a child. Maybe a child, their penis is growing and they're really excited about it. So it can be that as well. But I don't see anything as anything bad because he's upright. But there's some kind of new growth here, whether it's in a creative project or literally someone growing new hair. And there's Aries energy here too. Someone's excited, and then this person is free to leap. This person's excited that this person's free now, perhaps to be with a loyal friend, with the Queen of Swords and Aries energy there. Maybe someone that you don't normally hang out with, you're going to do something with. Yeah, my sister went skiing yesterday with someone in not a weird situation, but just maybe a new kind of coming together. Perhaps the King of Swords felt challenged by the Queen of Swords here, who's very inspired and very, kind of happy and energized. Whereas the King of Swords is a different energy altogether than this Queen of Swords here. It's like this one, the Queen of Swords is coming up as the Wands energy, and the King of Swords over here is coming up as more of the Cup energy and wanting to go back inside. Whereas, the Aries energy want to be out there and having fun, especially if skiing. Like one's out on the slopes and the other one's inside staying warm and socializing perhaps. There's kind of that contrast coming up here. But the center of the read is coming up all about the King of Swords. And then Cancer energy again is here and here, surrounding the King of Swords here. So he could definitely have Cancer in his chart. And that just fell out. The moon is coming up with this fell over too just now. It just fell down. And I believe this is the right way it was supposed to be. But it might have been up. It might be up and down. This could be purging. This could be somebody dumped or being dumped on. This could be someone feeling pushed to their limit and they can't do anymore. This could be sweating it out, pushing somebody else's buttons and feeling imprisoned by it. Okay, so we have and again, this Ace of Cups is coming up over here. And we have this rejection energy over here. And then this is the rejection too. It's like someone feeling imprisoned by a message. And that could be related to the King of Swords here, which is related to Cancer energy on both sides. But again, we have Pisces and Libra going on in here too, as well as Sagittarius over there and Aries now here. So at night with the moon there, and we're going on the full moon coming up too. With these full moon energies, someone might be pushed to their emotional limits or maybe crying more than usual or purging in some way. Or again, King of Swords seeing synchronicities or having lots of options, but not clear. This could be wanting romance as well and challenged by the Queen of Swords over here. And after feeling pushed to the limit, and imprisoned by a situation, we have the Knight of Cups coming out. So again, there could be somebody who wants to offer love, but maybe not getting that in return. We have the Page of Swords, again, a child or a message, an air sign child or a message, and the weight of the world with this Atlas energy, with the weight of the world on your shoulders, perhaps working hard in the yard. This can be working out at the gym as well, and working hard to get things wrapped up, to end a cycle, to offer love, and start over again here with Libra energy. Perhaps a lover from the past, perhaps a third party as well here. But that can also be from the past, a lover or falling out, a lack of affection, and this could be social distancing, this could be negative influences, this can be third party, but also could be just a lack of joy, and also antisocial behavior as well as overindulgent behavior, right? Drinking too much, partying too much, all that kind of stuff. And then we have you with the Ace of Pentacles. Capricorn is the Ace of Pentacles. Why? I'm feeling a little stressed. Okay, so we have the Moon reversed here, which for me is deception. This also can represent getting up really early in the morning to be on your way, to do something special that day perhaps. But this is somebody happy with good news to bring. So I feel like this is either leaving deception behind or getting up bright and early to get going, to have fun, to be more physical. This is leading the way, it's getting attention, ending the war, and or facing your fears here of that war. Right? Getting up early, rise and shine. The early bird catches the worm. When you're out in that fight for, you know, great riches and fortune. And this could be a peace treaty here, right? Because this one brings in the end of the war. And here's the one who's at war, but he's got a smile on his face, he's kind of smirking there. Maybe it was a sham, it's all a sham, it's a game, and that kind of energy could be coming up here as well. But again, it's about facing your fears, or facing the end game, that this other person is finding satisfaction in standing in their truth, right? Even if it hurts others because they're not meaning to. But this person, you know, is showing love here. Love. This card normally isn't showing love, and that's the problem, because war doesn't include love. It includes your truth and their truth, and the war over what the truth really is. But this is someone standing in their truth, but they're not being aggressive. They're just standing there. They have their words to say if they need them, but these people are walking away if they don't agree with their truth. And they're happy with their truth. So there's nothing wrong with this unless they're not showing love when they're giving their truth here. And this is someone leaving deception behind or getting up really early. The early bird catches the worm in order to catch them on a good day, perhaps. Or to come together with a friend who you know is always authentic to themselves, that you're very comfortable with. So it could be somebody with Cancer in their chart and Capricorn. Oh, that's interesting too, because I'm coming together with my sister tomorrow, and she's Capricorn, and I have Cancer in my chart. So it could literally be coming together with someone that you're very close to, who you can, you know, like a sister who you can argue with, but you know that no matter what, they love you. It's kind of like that energy. But also, this is about learning about self-love and offering time, money, and effort. That one person could feel a little bit defensive here. Perhaps they have a war going on in their life. And standing up for their truth no matter what, right? Finding their happiness within self. But still feeling like they're on guard with this energy coming in, even though this is positive. Maybe they're not sure if they're deceiving them or not, or if what they tell is the truth or not. Maybe they're not sure. Maybe they're sure of their truth, but this one is not positive because maybe it doesn't fully resonate with them yet, or maybe it's beginning to. And then what's around Capricorn, or how they're seen, is the Wheel of Fortune and the Hangman. So for me, the Wheel of Fortune is Libra, and the Hangman for most, I guess, is Pisces, but for me, I get more Capricorn out of the Hangman. So the Hangman is number 12, which is December, but it's also reduces to the 3, which is March, which is Pisces and Capricorn as well. But it's about seeing new perspectives and being wise. It's about wisdom ultimately. And it is upright, so that's good. You know, hanging out, seeing new perspectives, being open to new perspectives. And then the Page of Pentacles is reversed. You may need some help, or maybe need some practical help. Maybe needs an opportunity or some money, or just some practical advice. Or this is somebody who's trying to manifest something and they can't get it off the ground, perhaps asking how you did that. That could be as well. And this can just be a Capricorn person, this Page of Pentacles reversed, because that came up here too. That Page of Pentacles could be a younger sibling or a child or a missed opportunity or invitation here. As the Queen of Swords is turned the other way towards the Two of Swords, about speaking about being in their knowing, or someone who's keeping to themselves. So perhaps this, literally, this could be a Capricorn child or a Capricorn and their child who perhaps needs their help. Maybe they need help with homework. And then here's the Queen of Swords offering advice to one who's keeping to themselves. So this can be the same two people, or maybe the Queen of Swords is leaving, so she can't spend time with them right now, but maybe later. Maybe she's going to spend time with somebody else right now. And she could be Libra energy. So we have Capricorn, Pisces, and Libra. And the Queen of Swords definitely can be Libra. Perhaps they have Aries in their chart too. Or there can be an Aries who's a Queen of Swords as well. But again, that's coming up as a childlike energy too. Whereas this one's coming up as the Capricorn child. This may be coming up as the Aries child. And that could be adults who are childhood friends. And that's coming up with my sister too. One of her best friends is Aries and she's Capricorn. So this would be like two friends coming together, or weren't able to come together because she had to do this. Or perhaps someone needs to do work, or maybe their knee hurts or something like that. That could be as well. Something just really practical. And then the block here is the Justice card, or Libra energy, which is coming up with the Death card, which is the Dark Knight. It's transition, transformation, endings. Somebody's willing to walk over, right? All of those who will get in front of them to try to stop them because only they know their truth. And again, this could be last rites as well. We have the High Priestess and Scorpio. So again, Scorpio and Pisces are coming up here as the block is this Justice card. And it is upright over here. So truth and balance, why is that a block for you, Capricorn? Because maybe somebody else's truth you don't understand. That could be coming up. And then we have Dark Night. That could be twin flames with the Dark Night of the soul, or just somebody who's ascending or going through Dark Night of the soul. But this is also Scorpio and Pisces. And these could also be children of a Libra energy over here. And here's this Queen of Swords being the challenge, but offering a message here to Libra, or justice, to find justice. And again, there could be a breakup or third-party situation here. Someone ending this Atlas energy of the weight of the world in order to offer love and start over with a message, looking back at an ex perhaps, and overindulgences or underindulgences again, and or social distancing or third-party energies here. It's just no joy when you have the Three of Cups. It's about not coming together in joy, right? Doing things that are not bringing joy. This can also be, I mean, this with the death card, it can be a death that happened in the past. And this could be literally, you know, last rites or getting a hospice. This could be someone on hospice as well. That could be a block for you right now, Capricorn. Perhaps your parent or perhaps a partner's parents. But these can be children as well, Scorpio and Pisces. And Libra coming up. So that water and Libra are like really heavy in this read, along with Capricorn. And then we have here the truth. But it's not, because we had the Ace of Swords come up reversed in the past over here. So is this actually the truth coming out? Let's see. The Empress reversed. I don't think the truth is here. This is a split, a breakup, or the need for the truth and a lie. Right? This is the Wheel of Fortune, means it's not time, or there's a downturn. Maybe it's slow down, and maybe they're just getting together. These could be two people who don't feel well or just want to hang out and talk. We have Taurus and Libra here as well. And again, like I said, me and my sister hanging out tomorrow. This can be the two of us. We're probably going to give each other massages. So that can be because, you know, our bodies are achy, so we want a massage. But it can be very negative energy here too. This can just be in a twist of fate or some kind of downturn or slowdown, or it's just not the right time yet. And that could be talking about a split too. Like if you're coming together with a girlfriend or a sister or a mother, you may be talking about a breakup. Okay, we have Taurus and Libra there. And there's Cancer here as well involved. But again, I told you all the water signs and Libra and Capricorn are very heavily in this chart. So here's the Four of Pentacles. So why is there Scroogey energy right there? It's again the withholding of time, money, and effort, not wanting to share feelings or what they're going through, or their practical day-to-day stuff. Excuse me. The Four of Pentacles for Capricorn. And this again is the wounded warrior, and this has to do with victim mentality, right? You're holding on to all the wounds of the past instead of allowing yourself to surrender and just going with the flow. And this is someone very guarded at work, or perhaps guarded about their work, about coming together in a very creative energy here. This could also be someone at the door, right? Making sure people have masks on when they come in. But I feel like it also could be guarding their treasures here. This can be an art gallery. This could be a gym. This could be a church, right? This could be anything, including a workplace or a school. You know, you can see the hospital here if they're looking at tests, right, in guarded condition. Or this can be you know, an architect and looking at plans for a house or a church. But somebody's, either it's a guarded kind of place, like a bank, or it's somebody who's holding on to, that doesn't want to share their stuff. And we have some kind of split here, a lie, the need for the truth, the need for clarity in a situation, maybe someone not willing to give that information, they're being guarded about what they actually do, and the need to be strong, taming the beast here. And that could be with a pet as well, or a Leo. And then we have the Knight of Swords rushing in. And they're reversed. So again, the slave driver energy, no longer the slave driver, which is good. So again, this could be that Scroogey energy, letting go. They think they're being strong by holding on. And then this Knight of Swords that would normally be rushing in as the slave driver, like to tell them their truth or to get them to do more than they've already done, especially if it's the wounded warrior over here feeling like, I can't do anymore, I'm too tired. This could be someone also holding their tongue or lashing out, because this can be verbal abuse, but it also could be the silent treatment. And then we have the magician here making magic. And this could be holding their tongue and letting somebody else put all their cards on the table first without saying anything. Like they may have things to say, but they need to be quiet until the magician tells them everything because that may change their position there. They may not understand, and they might just need clarity. See, the Four of Pentacles is reversed. This is letting go. This is wanting to fix something, maybe fixing up the house, putting some money into the ceiling, or to the view, or a point of view. Or this could be making amends with someone as well. Letting go of a little bit of time, money, or effort to make amends with someone. Or it's like somebody was Scroogey, but as soon as the Magician comes out and puts all their cards out on the table, it's like they're, like giving a read right now, helping them to fix, make amends, or see the situation in a different way so that they can then implement a new plan or decide how they want to invest their time, money, and energy going forward. So we have the Page of Swords in the mini deck. The Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords both came up. The Page of Swords is upright. The Knight of Swords is reversed. And that could be a decision too that got reversed over here. And we have the Queen of Swords upright, but the King of Swords hasn't been clarified. So he may be the one keeping to himself that needs to open up. So after that Knight of Swords not speaking their truth or lashing out, I don't feel like it's being verbally abusive, because then there's like this big manifestation here. Learning how to manifest, putting the cards on the table, perhaps teaching them in order to let go, how to invest, or how to decide what to invest in, how to choose what you want to do with your time, money, and effort. And again, right, especially if you want to put a whole lot of work into it, because here's this Atlas energy of the weight of the world. And again, we have the slave driver and the slave. All right, the slave and the slave driver. And that could be coming up as a Libra kind of slave driver here. But Libra's in a very positive energy here. They're both upright. This could be Gemini here, who's very negative or holding their tongue. It could be Gemini who's the slave driver, actually. Maybe they're doing that to themselves. We have the Page of Cups, which is beautiful, innocent love. It can be a baby. It can be a message of love or puppy love. It could be Pisces right here, a message from a child, working really hard. And there's that freedom, like someone with an open heart, with a leap, ready to take a leap of faith, free, perhaps to take a leap with a loyal friend. And it's coming up as Pisces Aries, which is interesting. My daughter's Pisces with Aries rising. So, and actually she's supposed to get a package or something today, so she's supposed to call me back about that. But again, working really hard. And that could be too, like how hard it is to be the boss, right? Holding your tongue when you want to lash out at people, especially if you're young, on the young side and in a boss type position, and then being free and feeling great afterwards. And then here is the Nine of Pentacles. And this is the Sovereign energy. She's got it all going on. This is like the ultimate single person. She has everything she needs. She may not have a partner, or she may have a partner, but either way, she's independent here. And this is coming up as that energy with a message of hardworking, very sweet and loving, very independent and free and open-hearted. It's coming up as like the ultimate catch. And then we have the Six of Swords, which is about finding peace or a peaceful place to be or live. Or perhaps with a Virgo energy over here with the Hermit in the boat. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, which can be a Virgo or Hermit energy here. Okay, and that could be mother and child here. Finding peace. This could be traveling to, or perhaps I sent my daughter a package, so it may have to do with seeing if a package showed up. But it could be literally you're the package and you're traveling to each other as a mother and daughter here. This also could be sisters or friends who are both very earth sign based, or perhaps in a good financial position here. And we have the Ten of Wands here, the Hierophant. Okay, so this is the business, the patriarchy, right? In this deck, this is the traditional deck. It's all about, you know, the Godhead and those who must bow down and slave to them. And you see they have Ys on their backs. This is all about the old boys club, the control of the masculine, or the distorted masculine here. But it's also going to be about commitment and societal norms. And again, the boss and those who work for the boss. And the energetic exchange. This can be a very loving energy too. This can represent God as well. The energetic exchange, or a lot of back and forth with Taurus and the King of Wands reversed. And there's that Page of Cups energy here. So this could be a lot of back and forth with work, and then the King of Wands and the Page of Cups and a loving message here. We have Taurus over here. This also could be a Pisces person who's more like a masculine energy at work, and a lot of back and forth between them and this workplace, or a Taurus energy. This could be a religion or an establishment as well. But a lot of hard work going into a relationship or into a job. And the Page of Cups, that message of love to end conflict, right? That's a great energy to end conflict because they're just so sweet and pure. But there's also a disconnect here, either not seeing eye to eye or at a distance not being able to see each other face to face. So there's some kind of issue here. And then the King of Cups. And that, if we have a Page of Cups, this could be the father of the Page of Cups who may not be doing well, or they're at a distance, or you don't agree on things here, but you're not fighting. It's ending conflict, but not being able to see each other, or still not agreeing, and not even agreeing to disagree, or just at a distance from the King of Cups reversed. Again, father and child, or that can be siblings as well. But it's like the Page, if they're siblings, the Page of Cups may be more mature than the King of Cups reversed, even though the King of Cups is probably older. And then we have the Fool, who's free. So either they're at a distance and they can't see each other, so they miss each other, or they're not seeing eye to eye. And that can be at work or at church or school, whatever it is. Two water signs not agreeing. And then we have the Fool, that energy of a higher love, of being patient, balanced, taking one step at a time, off the beaten path, maybe alternative and not societal norms. Being the patient angel of a higher love is this Fool energy. Taking a leap of faith into the sun, perhaps on vacation with children and pets. Being authentic to who they are, naked for all the world to see, in the sun, or perhaps, you know, putting on your bathing suit. And then we have the Sovereign energy. And there's Leo here too. Sagittarius and Leo and Aries. You got all the fire signs right there. Ready to go out and have fun. And then we have the Sovereign, who may not be getting any sleep and trying to rise above, or awakening and coming out about it. About betrayal, about back pain, about a painful ending, about getting a massage, which I already came out to you about today. So that could be as simple as that as well. But we have the Emperor reversed too, which is about, it can be a man who's out of control and abusing their power, but it also can be a man in ego death, losing their power. And it's 1:33 on the clock. I just talked about 122, 133, and 144 being significant in the earlier read today. It's 50, it was just turned 54, which is the message. But this also could be a lack of control, right? Letting go of control. Right? So if somebody has a major surgery, they have to let go of control, right? This is about surrendering to have surgery. So maybe someone the Sovereign knows, which can be this Aries, Pisces type energy. There's also Sag and Leo there too, or lots of friends. They may know maybe their father or someone older than them or a boss needs to have surgery or is going through a painful ending. And again, there's a need for peace here. I don't think the Six of Swords came out yet, but let's see. And this definitely could be Virgo with this is Hermit energy and the Queen of Pentacles here. And they could be juggling, performing, or being the jester, right? Trying to cheer people up so they don't see what's going on in their lives. So you don't have to worry about their things, like taking them away for the day, like, you know, take me away, Calgon, or going to a spa. And then there's the Queen of Cups or Queen of Wands reversed there, perhaps wanting to cheer them up. But this also could be her lowering their energy, right? Because this is high vibration, this is low vibration. The Queen of Wands is reversed. And this can be someone who's just sick or tired, or sick and tired, or pissed off. So, and this one looks right now is like, ooh, I don't know if I want to go there. Or maybe someone gets sick and just doesn't feel good. And so it doesn't work out. But we also have the Ten of Cups reversed, which is an ending of an emotional cycle of unhappiness, or being with a family who's generally unhappy here, right? So this one to cheer this one up, because normally she's stuck home with an unhappy family, or a cycle that she's trying to end of general unhappiness, and then being sovereign, being single again. Again, it could be a breakup that hasn't happened yet. But again, that happens a lot with marriages that have been ongoing for a long time, and they don't want to let go of their stability, their children, their status, whatever it may be. And so there may be that kind of struggle going on right here, and getting together with a friend or a sister, or mother and child coming up here too, in order to figure out what to do. And then we have the King of Pentacles reversed, along with the need to swallow their pride. Okay? This one here, the sovereign energy, with this can be either a partner or a father or a boss, perhaps with Aquarius in their chart, but not necessarily. It has to do with someone who perhaps made a poor decision, or needs to swallow their pride, or the day the music died, perhaps losing money and status, but she's single and got everything she needs. And perhaps that can be the energy of when the Queen of Wands becomes single. The King of Pentacles will lose money if they're divorcing, because they'll have to pay out, but they need to just kind of, you know, bite it and just, you know, and do what they have to do. So here's a settling out here with the Queen of Pentacles. And this could be sudden. So somebody could be suddenly, see, there you go, King of Swords. And that could be a Gemini for sure. So whatever it is, because the King of Swords can be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, because Aquarius just came up as well. But Aquarius is coming up more attached to the King of Pentacles, but these could be the same people. And then here's Scorpio. But anyway, this could be a settling out with the Queen of Pentacles, whether that's Capricorn or Virgo here, or Taurus. And this could be suddenly somebody throws everybody else out of the house, or a sudden epiphany, or sudden sexual event. Whatever it is, it doesn't look like it's a happy sexual event here, but it looks like some kind of sudden event or sudden settling out with the King of Swords reversed, who may be, again, Gemini, can be Aquarius right here, or Libra. And again, the King of Swords is over here, but he's coming up as reversed energy. And is he recovering now? And that could be recovering from surgery, recovering from a betrayal or end of a painful relationship or ending. Or just like I said, Ten of Swords can be just getting a massage as well. I was just getting misogyny. It feels good. I don't feel like there's any, like, other than this suddenly settling out, perhaps, whether that has to do with a job or a marriage. All of a sudden, if you've been waiting a while for something to happen, and it could be years, something all of a sudden happens where it gets expedited to go through. That could be happening. You could also be happening with mother and child. There could be something going on here too, which could be very simple. Hanging out with siblings. Again, with the, I want to see what the, yeah, all the aces came up reversed before. So it's like turning that frown upside down. It's like taking all of the preparedness of the Ace of Cups, of wanting that new love, of wanting that new life, of wanting the whole truth. And the Ace of Wands reversed over here too, wanting that new passion. And perhaps you were denying it to yourself before, that you didn't need any of that stuff. I'm just secure in my relationship, I'll stay. And all of a sudden it's flipped, and all of a sudden you need all those new things. You need all those new things. You need the gifts, right? Going into oneself, hermiting, in order to find your true self and your true bliss, what makes you happy, and then going on the adventure of your life. And all of a sudden realizing this, with all of these aces kind of, were all reversed, and I feel like they're all flipping upright. The bottom of the deck is the ending of the nightmare, the suffering and silence, and walking away. Somebody's walking away within in order to end the nightmare after separation or heartbreak or disappointment. So yep, there you go. So this is really good. And let's see what Romance Angels has for you. I know this is going long, it's already an hour, but it is your birthday, and I was late this month, so sorry it was fuzzy there. You probably couldn't see the cards very well. So from Romance Angels, Romance Angels. It's like someone getting up early to split, to go somewhere, or in order to get the truth in some kind of deception here. So that can go both ways as well. And again, like I said, we have a bunch of air signs here, whether it's parents and children, or whether they're all siblings, or just a lot of air signs or intellectuals that you work with. That could be coming up. Hanging out with those people. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And there's very young, loving energy there, being your inner child, like a childhood friend, and playfulness to capture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So kind of to get back in the game, like after a relationship breakup or after a surgery, right? After anything really. Making the effort to play again, to be a child, and to flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others, and then there is a reconciliation here as well. Someone from your past is returning to your life. And there is passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. The bottom of the deck is codependency that you're walking away from. The addictions are affecting your romantic life. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so it comes to you. So this is the underlying energy. And then this is what was coming out for you. To play and reconcile with the past. Okay? Passion and engagement coming up too. So there's a reconciliation with someone who you may want to be with. Let's see from the numerology deck too, what comes up for you. And that can just be passion with friends as well, you know, someone you haven't seen in a long time. It's for Capricorn. Capricorn. But I feel like you need your independence right now. And that's especially for Capricorn's sun and rising, not necessarily the moon Capricorn. But I feel like you need, like if you're just splitting, you know, you need that time to be with yourself, maybe even been by yourself for a long time. Moderation's coming up, and physical activity. So keep it in moderation, right? Don't hurt yourself. We have the 14 of the Temperance card, that higher love. And when they're reversed, it means it's even more significant. And then physical activity is 67, which is the Knight of Pentacles, which is that practical, humble, loyal servant. So keep, and this could be after surgery too, to keep, you know, keep activities to a minimum. And then you have a new beginning after that with the 1, okay? And that's the orange energy of the sacral energy. So remember to stay moderate, especially when it comes to physical activities, so you don't hurt yourself. And again, with the new beginnings, you're going to want to surrender to it, whatever that is. And there's that 91 again coming up of the central sun. And the bottom of the deck is music. It's maybe music is the key to unleashing your surrender right now. Okay, spiritual partnership and music of the 32 is the journey. You're going on a journey. For the brass ring, it's really beautiful. Capricorn, it's just like something that hasn't gotten taken care of, that needs to be taken care of, suddenly comes in to get taken care of. Or to get started at least, to be done with it. Okay, there's something else I wanted to give you. Nope, I'm going to leave it there. Happy birthday, Capricorn. It was just 444 on my clock here. It's 144 on the TV clock. That is profound. You guys, you just had 1044 and 144 on the clock. Rise and be love, you guys. Remember to drink, joy, nature, all that. Bye.